Well, it's Tuesday, 3rd of March. Right, that's a lousy sleep. Brownford Gap shelter. Tension in the shelter this morning. People snoring. People getting annoyed. Not a pleasant atmosphere. I think maybe it's the last time I stay in a shelter. It was crap. Yeah, crap. Let's just have a look into this shelter. This is what the shelter looks like.
Where are you staying tonight, Billy? I'm going back into Franklin. Okay.
So we'll catch you later. Hopefully get to Fontana Dam.
Nice.
Catch you later on. So I got breakfast on the go, some porridge. Everybody else has left. The shelter's empty. I'm hopefully going to meet up with Critter at the Fontana Hilton, which is it's just a shelter, but apparently it's got a shower there and it's quite nice. And there's a village store there, so hopefully I'm going to do some resupply. So hopefully it's going to be a bit of an easier hike today. So we'll catch you towards Fontana Dam. Hi, so we're at Yellow Creek Gap 158 on the Appalachian Trail. It's a road crossing here, and there's a little sign there. It says adopt a highway. Well, I think I might adopt my highway back home. Very quiet here, an empty road, and we've got to go up here about 7 miles. And just through the trees you can see Fontana Dam. Wow. Wow. Fontana Dam. This is a bit of a close-up view of Fontana Dam. It's a couple of miles away now. I'm hoping to do a resupply there. We've got to head down there, possibly 2 miles. So we've reached the road section. Appalachian Trail north that way, Fontana Dam shelter, visitor centre. Oh, what's that? What looks like Fontana Marina. I wonder where that is. I should know from Fontana Marina if it's open. So here we are, Fontana Dam. Beautiful. Good evening. Well, this is what you call stealth camping. Away from the shelters, away from the snoring. Bliss. Yep. Just by Fontana Dam. Just about to go into the Smokies. It's a Tuesday. It's March the 3rd. Check you out later on. Well, welcome to Wednesday, the 5th of March. Coming up to 10 to 3 in the morning. As you can cover here, everyone outside. There was heavy wind, but that's stopped. Now we've just got heavy rain. Fortunately, I woke up, adjusted the tent because it was letting a little bit of water in. A slightly wet sleeping bag, but hopefully the adjustment on the tent is going to be dry for the rest of the night. But it's all fun and games. See you a bit later on. Morning, Wednesday the 5th of March, and well, setting off a bit later this morning. We was stealth camp last night, and just been chatting to Scott, free hikes, and also a mother and daughter YouTubers. And hey, well, let's look at this. Wow, Fontana Dam. Wow, so we're going to enter the Smokies at some point shortly. Just have a quick look at this down here. I wish I could spend a bit of time here doing a bit of trout fishing, but wow, that's pretty impressive. Fontana Dam, hydroelectric dam. Wow. So that's the visitor centre at Fontana Dam. No jumping or diving from the dam. Well, I was going to dive in, but I might just give it a miss. Appalachian Foot Trail, Georgia to Maine. Wow. US flag. Oh, we'll give the visitor centre a miss. But here we are. Yeah, there it is. Wow, pretty spectacular. It really is pretty spectacular, this dam. Wow. So look down there. Wow. We'll zoom in down there in a minute. Fontana Dam, wow. Born in the USA. I was born in the USA. So we're just entering the Smokies. I'm going to aim for Mullage Ridge Shelter 9.9, possibly a bit further, depending on how it's going. So I've got the white blaze there, and this is the permit box. Thankfully I've got my permit, and that's what I'm going to put in now. That's it, my through hiker permit. All the details there. I'm going to post that, and that's my visa date. I've got to complete it by August 16th, 2025. That's the visa itself, and it goes in that box. So there's a permit, entry date 5th of March 2025, and it goes into the box, in the slot. So off we go. And that's the trail up to Molly's shelter where we're heading, about 7 miles away. And how about that for a view? The Smoky Mountains, eh? Wow. Wow. That's where we've just come. So we're still heading towards Molly's shelter. We've got about 5 miles to go. We've had rain, we've had hail, a lot of wind. You can see how windy it was last night. That's freshly broken. Winds about 50 miles per hour. So all great fun in the Smokies. And well, we'll catch you at the shelter. I think somebody's moving at Molly's shelter. Oh, got a bit of a snack going on here, peanut butter. We certainly need it. You just have a quick look. Molly's Ridge Shelter 3.1. Seems to be getting further away. It's up there somewhere. I'm going to have some peanut butter and then get going, because it's not pleasant weather. We're just under cloud here on the Smokies, day 1. Catch you later. Well, this is pretty awful. Windy, sleet, in cloud. Anyhow, we're almost at the shelter, but this is not pleasant. Catch you later. So we got to the shelter okay, and a nice surprise is a fire going here. That's what it's like outside. What a night. The joys of the Appalachian Trail in Tennessee in March. A winter wonderland. So this is where we currently are, and we're heading to the Derrick Knob Shelter 6.3. Got a good friend at church called Derrick. He would be very, very pleased to know that his knob has been used as a name for this shelter. The Derrick Knob Shelter, 6.3 kilometres. Really looking forward to that, and that's where we've just been. Morning, Thursday, I think it's the 5th of March, and we're at the shelter. We're in Tennessee, and well, you can just see a bit of cold, snow on the ground. Yeah, thanks to the French Canadians, we had a nice fire going last night. So thanks very much, Metro and Imperial. So yeah, heading to Derrick's Knob Shelter. Take care. Welcome to this winter wonderland. Yeah, here we are in Tennessee. Wow. Just look at all the snow around us. Yeah, Great Smoky Mountains. Oh, great fun. Catch you later. Morning, it's a Friday morning and we're just leaving Derrick's Knob shelter. Very cold night. Not the best of sleeps, but we've got some blue sky and we've got some sunshine this morning as well. And well, we're heading to Mount Collins shelter, about 13 miles away. So yeah, I'm hoping for a good hike this morning. Take care. We just see some nice views there of the Smoky Mountains just through the forest. Some beautiful views of the Smoky Mountains. Wow. It's a trail we've just come down. Pretty wet feet. That's where we're going. So we're just getting higher up towards that 6,000 feet elevation, and wow, heading towards Klingman's Dome, which is the highest point on the Appalachian Trail. We'll just zoom in on some of these views while it's still nice and clear. Wow. With all the wind, you can see what's happened there. I'll just zoom out again. A tree just blown down there, so I've got to climb over that, and the trail continues up that way. But a beautiful day, beautiful day. So let's climb over this tree. And we've got some turkeys, some wild turkeys. Let's look at these guys. Christmas dinner. Christmas dinner. Morning there. Well, just leaving the Double Spring Gap shelter. Stayed there last night. Met up with Hoot and Frostbite and a new guy from New Jersey, a civil engineer by the name of Hopper. And those guys are ahead of me. So yeah, I'm heading towards Klingman's Dome, which is the highest point on the AT. And that's the shelter just behind me there. So check you out at Klingman's Dome. Well, we're almost at Klingman's Dome, approaching 6,000 feet elevation. And you see at the moment we're walking through a nice pine forest, but you can just see some of the damage that's been caused by those 50-mile-an-hour winds. Just trees scattered across, broken down across the path. Anyhow, onwards and upwards. Almost at Klingman's Dome. Some spectacular views. Wow. Well, it's blowing a gale up here. As you can see, we're 0.3 miles away from Clingman's Dome Tower, the highest point. Yeah, pretty cold up here, very windy. So let's just follow those white blazes just across through here and get to the tower. So there's a message there for Charlie. Hi Charlie, love you Dad. Love you Frankie too. And here we are, Clingman's Dome. Over 6,000 feet, the highest point on the Appalachian Trail. I'm just going to go up it and just have a look at those clouds and maybe just get a little bit of viewing. Let's see what it's like up there. So this is a climb up to Clingman's Dome. Jesus, it's windy. Careful, this fire doesn't blow out my hand. Wow, amazing views. Western view over there, North Carolina and Tennessee. Let's look across over here. Northern view, Blanket Mountain, Cove Mountain off, distance there. Eastern view. Mitchell, we're not going to see that today. There's a bit of cloud about. Actually, in the distance there, you can see Fontana down where we just come from. Quite amazing. So greetings from Clingman's Dome on the Appalachian Trail. 363 on a windy, icy March. Wow. Let's get off this thing. See you later. That's my registration number, 231. And well, I've made a bit of a decision. I'm going to head down to Newfound Gap and head into Gatlinburg and take a 0 tomorrow. I've not had a 0 so far, so I've done pretty well. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to get there. It's probably about 4 miles and then get into Gatlinburg and just chill out. Hi, so here we are at Newfoundland Gap on the state line. Some beautiful views. Beautiful. Just have a look at some of the views there on the state line. Quite a touristy place around here. I'll just move in. Hi there. So we got a Nero day, and we've got a zero day here in Gatlinburg, in Tennessee. Yeah, so we've got some country music playing out, and it's a real happening town. Is this place? We got dropped off by a nice couple. They gave me a lift into town, 13 kilometres from Newport Gap, and we can just see this is a really busy, happening town. Bit different from being on trail, but I'm ready just for a zero day tomorrow. So yeah, here we are in Gatlinburg in Tennessee. Just coming to a different planet here in Gatlinburg. The Blackpool of Tennessee. Very touristy. I'm ready for a Nero day, which is today, and I got a zero day tomorrow, so I'm going to look into maybe seeing a bit of Tennessee. Bars, restaurants, Ripley's, Gatlinburg wine cellar. It's all going on here. I stink like crazy. God, I need a shower. What signs of Gatlinburg? I think we've got just in this place. Could even go on a cable car ride up to the hillside there. Sky Pass. So it's pretty cool. Sugar and shine. Stories in every jar. Life and moonshine sample starts here. That's pretty cool. You get a sample of moonshine. I think we'll give it a try. Let's go and try it. The samples that we've got.
Y'all don't want to sip or tongue dip because it's weird shit that ain't gonna help. This is that stuff that'll remind you of a water bottle liquor from behind the bleachers back in high school.
Oh, here we go. The moonshine.
Ladies, if y'all shave today, guess what?
My
Shave
God.
again.
Woo! God, that's powerful. Woo.
I can't see below the bar for a reason, so. Now, next one up, y'all, is lemonade. Now, y'all, this is gonna be like straight up country top with many big spoons in it, alright? You can put this in a Chick-fil-A cup, turn it into a Lord's lemonade. You drink enough of it, you might get lemon lane, so have fun. Right? You're not playing later, now you do. Shit. Now, I also like this one with little sweet tea. Turn it to a boozy Arnold Palmer. You drop an ambient. House so we can study. We usually ended up in some field somewhere. Don't know how the hell we got there, but we were drunk as shit. Like we're Freebird. Usually had to make chicken in hands. Right? Those are when you drink literally anything you get your hands on. Arbor Mist, Gold Star.
This is what the Appalachian Trail's all about here. There we go, moonshine. It's pretty good. 12 shots, $5. Oh, rolling.
Moonshine that we had earlier. We're going to throw in a little Margaret mix and some cranberry juice. This is going to taste like Hunch Punch, Jungle Juice, Swamp Water, whatever the hell you called it back in high school or college. It always came in that big ass cooler, the trash can, or God forbid somebody's bathtub. Oh yeah. How do you have that fruit floating on it? And if you ate the fruit, then you went cross-eyed and started speaking in cursive, right?
Thank you. Slowly getting pissed here. Oh, yeah, wow. That was good.
You can use those on moonshine or merchandise. Either way, they are stackable. So y'all gonna grab as many as you can and use them all at once. If you see them outside, you stop, you pick those little bitches up, and you bring them back. Okay? Dumpsters out back. If I see you digging in it, no, I didn't. So now, if you're checking out, you're gonna ask, who's your bartender? My name is Madison. Make sure you let them know I took care of y'all. Okay?
Yeah, good girl.
Help me out. It's actually at Walgreens. As soon as you walk in, take a left. Alright? Now, y'all, these jars are only $26. If you grab 3 of those, the third one's half off. If you grab 5, you get 6. If you grab 10, you get 12. And if you grab 20, you get me too. Drop something nice in here. 10s, 20s, drunks, 50s. So I am actually turning 30 on Tuesday. A little bit of whipped cream on the back.
Sticking my leg like I got like my shirt tied around my leg.
Everything's alright. Have to say goodbye and show myself to the door. Yeah, I didn't mean to cause a big scene. Just give me another and I'll be as high as an ivory tower. And your man of me, 'cause I got friends in those places where the whiskey burns and a few chances goes away. And I feel crazy, 'cause I'm not being no social graces. Think I step on them till the always the sun and I got friends in those places.
Mom, I gave it to a little kid. I gave it that.
Well, we're in the Trump Superstore. Let's try this cap on. See what she's like. Yeah, wow. So here we are in the Trump Superstore. Oh, I like the artist cap. Wow, this is pretty cool. Let's see the I think Trump here. some of this stuff in, right? Wow. Make America great again in the Trump superstar in Gatlinburg. So people have asked me, what about the actual training for the Appalachian Trail? Well, there's basically daily swimming, probably walking about 8 miles a day, sometimes 10 miles a day, often with a pack, with a very energetic dog called Frankie, a border collie, and also doing some regular cycling, usually 32 miles a week. Training on trail, basically it's calorie intake, and this stout, which is a Harvest oatmeal porter stout, it's very high in calories and just perfect calorie intake for tomorrow's hike. Well, hi there, Charlie. We're just in. I'm actually just 1 second. Yeah, well, guess where we are? Not in the Bingley branch, but at the Gatlinburg branch of Subway. And yeah, well, maybe I get you a job here. So here we are in Subway. Yeah, so we're here in Subway in Gatlinburg. So where does a thru hiker stay when he's not on the trail? In a place like this. And what does a thru hiker eat? Well, let's just have a quick look when he's not on the trail. Let's have a look. Wow. All healthy stuff. So we've got some Doritos, we've got a Subway meal. Now this looks good. Killwins. Wow, nice box. Let's look at this, what this is. Wow, this looks good. Wow, just look at all them. Wow, them cakes in there. Subway. All healthy stuff. Look at this. 12-foot chicken, Subway. Perfecto. Morning, it's Monday the 10th of March and we're just about to leave the Howard Johnson Hotel and going to hitch a ride to Newport Gap. So yeah, back on the trail again. That's the pool down there which I didn't use, and This is the room. So yeah, hitching a ride. So this is the view from Newfound Gap. Just been dropped off by a nice family from Texas, and well, we're continuing the Appalachian Trail. This is where I resume the free hike, and we'll basically just head up this way. You see it's quite touristy up here, but this is where it goes. Right back up this way. So let's get hiking, it's cold. Let's get going. That's the white blaze over there, and that's where we're going. Charlie's Bunyan, 1.3 miles. Done 2.7 so far today. Keep going. Rather treacherous going down the ice path there. Pretty lethal. Marker 211.9 miles. About 5,000 feet. That's where we continue down here. .215 mile marker, 5507 feet elevation. Some amazing views of those Smoky Mountains. Wow. Wow, let's just zoom in a little bit. That is beautiful. At an elevation of 5469 feet, mile marker 215. Beautiful ridge here. Some great views there of the Smoky Mountains. Wow. Yeah. So yeah, we're heading towards Peaks Shelter, hopefully to get past that. That'll be 10 miles. I really want to try and get another 5 miles in, try and do a 15 if I can today, or even higher. Catch you a bit later on. Well, hi, in the Great Smokies National Park, mile marker 220, about 5,500 feet. Just stopped for some food, Pop-Tarts, hiker's trail mix, and a bit of a treat today, sardines. So we've got about, so we're 3 miles away to the shelter, and I'm going to call that a day. So it will be a 15.7 mile day, which isn't too bad. Catch you later on at the shelter. So we're still in the Smokies, mile .221, about 5,200 feet. You can just see some of the damage that has been caused by the storm Helena. You know, you're constantly having to stride over trees that have been felled in the storm. So yeah, we're heading to the shelter now, the Triple Knob shelter. But you can just see what's in front of me there now. Okay. Hi, so it's a Monday. March, and we've just arrived at the Tri-Corner shelter. So I'm just wondering if there's going to be anybody else there at all. Great day today. Some beautiful views of the Smoky Mountains. We've done 15.7 miles. Last few miles, been a bit treacherous over icy paths, but hey, let's go and check this shelter out and see if I've got it to myself. Well, good morning from mile marker 223.7 here at the Tri-Corner Knob shelter. It's 6:30 a.m. Well, basically this shelter was probably had about another 10 people in. They've all gone. I'm the only person left. Unfortunately, with shelters, there's a lot of disturbance going on. So yeah, I'm awake. I'm going to get some breakfast and then get hiking. Possibly 18 today. Going to try and get out the Smokies. So yeah, that's the shelter behind me. Yeah. And there's even a privy here as well. The privy is over there. So I'll catch you later on. Mile point 226, an elevation of 6,200 feet. And some beautiful views out there. Let's just have a look. Wow. What a clear day we've got today. I believe that is Fontana Dam. I'm just hoping that we've taken a bit of a turned a corner, and that we've maybe got rid of the ice and the snow. I hope so, because it's been slip sliding all the way from the shelter this morning, heading towards Gatlinburg Gap. But it looks great this morning, blue skies, sunshine. Wow. So that's a nice path we've just come down, heading towards Gatlinburg Gap. But then we come across some more storm damage, and the path is where that tree is, so we've got to get around there somehow. It's going to be good fun. Even more storm damage here in the Smoky Mountains from Storm Helena. That tree has come down there, and the roots there. So we made it to Standing Bear Farm Hostel. Now here we are. This is it. Quite a trip today. So we've exited the Smokies, and some of the trail today was affected by storm damage, we had a bit of a diversion, but we made it in the end. This is Standing Bear Farm, a hostel, well, this is it. How cool is that? So it's off trail slightly, so we got a lift off this crazy guy. I'm not sure if he was intoxicated with alcohol or drugs or what, but he was quite a character. Got a photograph of him, and yeah, so here we are. You can see that it's got pretty unique is this place. We've got some hens there. We've got a little tree house you can stay in there as well. So Standing Bear Farm. Here we are outside the Smokies at long last. Cool. So I'll check you out a bit later on. Cool place this.
But we only have like a couple actors here.
The laundry room, we've got our own little spring down here as well. It's a friendly dog, I hope. And this is where we're staying. This is it, the bunkhouse. That's where I'm going to crash down. Bit of a fire going on out there as well. So yeah, I'll play the guitar later on. So just chilling here at the Standing Bear in my rocking chair. Yeah, rocking chair here. Listening to some country music and contemplating tomorrow's hike. So yeah, bit of a busy day. Yeah, a bit of a busy day.